Good morning, everyone. Today on Cultivate, we're going to talk about ways to make your website look more like your dealership. So we've talked a little bit about this before in a couple of different Cultivates and in a couple of newsletters that we sent out, but I wanted to be able to put all of those resources in one place for you. And so I'm going to start here in our help docs. And so many of you have been to our help docs before. If you haven't, that web address is kubotadigital.helpdocs.com. And so going there, we have a new help doc that's called Make Your Site Look Like Your Dealership, as you can see here. And so what I've done here is I've kind of compiled all of the different tactics we have and the features that we have to make your site look like your dealership. So I just kind of want to go over each one here and show you how easy this is. And as always, I want to encourage you to reach out to our support team. As you know, that's kubotahelp@tractru.com for any help that you need in doing things like this. So as I mentioned here, number one, the quickest and best way to make your site look more like your store is to use photos and videos of your location. So what I mean by that is during your discovery form, fill out the time period that you fill out your discovery form, and during our design call, we encourage you to send us as many photos, videos, and content from your dealership as possible. And a lot of times we only get a logo and an image of your location, sometimes not even that. So that's one picture to represent your location on your site. That means that when we build the site, we have to kind of fill in the blanks with stock photography we get from Kubota Brand Builder. But there are so many different places where we could really use the personal touch from your store to show what you mean to people, what your experience is going to be for customers. So of course the best place to start is on the home page. I'm on my demo site here for Grapevine Tractor and Equipment, my made-up dealership, and I can show you here a few different places to put your own content. Obviously on the hero search, the hero carousel, the hero panel, whatever you choose to use for this section, putting an image of your dealership or your a couple of your locations is fantastic. If you have a tagline, or if you have something that you always kind of let customers know, this is a great place to put that. Make this personal, or let people know how long you've been in business or that you're family owned. You've got places to add a quick blip about your past here, or just what you want your customers to know in this welcome to area. You've got a place to put an image. We usually put a picture of your location here, but this can be of your staff, of your lot, anything you want it to be. You've got a place here to put video, and a lot of people don't know this, but you're completely able to edit this and swap out this video anytime you want. This video widget accepts YouTube or Vimeo links, so you can use either one. And then you can fill out all of this text and even change around this button here. So we have this going to our locations page on our fake dealership here, but you can make this button go anywhere you want. Scrolling down, you've also got places for your blog, and we kind of break the blog up into two pieces. We have one that's news about the dealership, and we have another that's more topical, that could be something like maintenance on a subcompact tractor, or the best time to get an inspection, or why you should get an inspection done on your equipment before you store it for the season, anything like that. And then you can feed that blog into your homepage right here, so people are going to constantly see that stream of news that's coming in from your dealership. And the exact same thing applies with events. So people, of course, you want people to know when you're having events, and the homepage is no better place to put it. So basically we can put this widget on your homepage, and it will keep people informed on upcoming events that you have. And so all of these are here, and you can mix and match these however you want. You can put them in any order. Just because they come in this order on your site does not mean they have to stay that way. So you can move, for instance, move this video up higher on the page if you wanted to, or you can remove these current specials entirely. You could remove the series browser and keep the drop down like you see here. So there's lots of different ways to mix this around with images to make this your own. Another place to do that could be your staff page, like I have here, or it could be your about page, like I have a small image here and just some stock content. You can update this about page as much as you'd like, and update the image here with a picture of your dealership, or even better, like your entire staff altogether. That would look really nice. So the second thing that you can do is update the hero area on your homepage. And so for those of you that don't know, we started off with one hero area, and it's this one, and we call this, so just so you know, a hero area is the large image that people see right whenever they come to your homepage. So in this instance, this is called the hero search because it has a search bar built into it here. It's got up to 4 call to action buttons that you can list here. All of that works really well on a mobile phone as well because it's front and center on your site. So this holds one image, static image, but if you wanted to switch things up, you can move to a carousel like this one, and this is going to be more traditional in terms of banner style hero section where you can kind of go put different slides and things like that in here. I just have this one thing here now, and we actually have the ability to take video and put them into the carousel, so you can mix and match short 15-second or less videos of your dealership with static images to show whatever you need to for people. So that's the hero carousel. And then we also have the home hero panel. And so that's what you're seeing here. It has one large image over here on the left. You can put whatever text you want here. It has a title, subtext, and a button where you can send people to any page on your site. And then over here, we have these 3 smaller images. And again, you can put any image you want here and put the title in white and the subtext in orange. You can even set a tint, which I don't have any set right now, but it has the ability to put 10, 30, or 50% tint on these. If you have a really bright picture, that's a nice way to make it a little bit more legible on your text here. And then the great thing about these are massive call to action buttons. And so each one of these big panels goes to a different page on the site. And so really easy to set that up, and it just gives your site a different look if you'd want it. The last thing that we can do is adding new content to your pages. So I mentioned adding content to like your about page and your staff page. Keep in mind that you're not limited to a number of pages either. So if you want to create a brand new page that maybe talks about your community involvement or anything along those types of lines, you can create a new page. There's no limit, like I said. And of course, we've got resources to help you build a page. We've got those in our help docs. You can always reach out to our TracTru support staff, and we can help you put something together. One of the more popular things I see is a clearance section. Some people have some older used machines or maybe new machines that are over a year old now. They just haven't been sold yet. And so we've helped create clearance pages for people. And so just keep that in mind. It's a really nice way to make the site your own because you're adding your content, and no one's going to know your dealership better than you. Also on this page, I've added some resources from the past to kind of help with changes. The first is actually the very first CULTIVATE video we ever did, and it's about changing your homepage layout and making some content changes there. So you can give that a watch. The second talks about some of the newer styles that we have. It talks a little bit more about the hero panel and some of the new functions that we have on the homepage. And I've added this video here because it talks about adding and editing content on pages. And so if you're looking to create your own page, this is a great place to start right here. And then I know that it might have been a while since your designer kickoff call, and that means that you either could use a refresher or we have a lot of new things that you haven't even seen yet. And so I've added all of those visual elements here, and so you can kind of see the list for each one. I'll go through them very quickly, and then you can review these. And if you want to make these types of changes, just reach out to the TracTru support staff, and we can make them for you. The turnaround will be less than a day. Very easy to make these changes for you. So the first one is the header style. So traditionally we've had this navigation, and it's grouped. Here we have the dealership logo next to the Kubota logo, And up at the top, we have this brow that has the contact information for each of your stores. But we now have a way to separate logos so that we have the dealership logo on one side. It kind of gets its own space, and the Kubota logo goes over on the right side, just to separate those out a little bit. And then we removed this brow that had the contact information because we now can use a location tray that you click on and it pops up with the information for each of your locations. We can also mix and match color themes. So before we only had 3 total themes. You could choose from light, medium, and dark. You can now mix and match these any way you want. So your header and footer can be completely independent colors. You can do the light theme, the medium, or the dark. You can mix and match any combination of those on your header and footer. Very easy for us to change. You can also do that with your page background color. So you can choose between a light, medium, and dark page background. And again, that's completely independent of your header and footer choices. So you can mix and match those as you choose. I also have a brief description of each of our hero areas, starting with the hero carousel here. I've got examples for what it's going to look like on a desktop device and mobile, so you can get an idea. So there's the hero carousel, the hero panel, and then your hero search right here. So it kind of gives you an idea of what those are going to look like. If you want to switch your hero area, keep in mind the new elements you're going to have. So if you are going from hero search that only has 1 image, and you're moving to, say, the hero panel that has 4, then whenever you send us a note saying that you want to switch, let us know which one you want to switch to and which photos you want us to use so we can better build this out for you. So that's what I wanted to show everyone today. Again, this is just a great place to start with making your site look more like your dealership. If you have any questions at all on how to do any of this, or if you started it on your own and you just need a little assistance to finish it, please reach out to the support staff. Again, that email address is kubotahelp@tractru.com. You can also call our support line. That number is 501-553-9500, and we're at extension 2. Thanks so much, everyone.